during the season. One of the main reasons was his physical condition and overall conditioning, and as shocking as it initially sounded, there was truth behind the concern. Luka's fitness had quietly followed him as a subplot since the early years of his career. In 2020, he openly admitted that he wasn't in shape. A year later, national broadcasts were pointing out his weight during games, and Luka himself acknowledged it, saying, "I've got to do better." By 2023, the Mavericks front office had reportedly asked him to lower his playing weight. But the issue wasn't only physical, it was mental as well. Insiders claimed Luka's weight could fluctuate rapidly, at times climbing into the high 260s, nearly 40 pounds above his listed playing weight. And even though his production remained elite, the concern never fully went away.
Doncic creating some space. Mavericks scoring at will in the paint.
The signs of wear and tear were impossible to ignore. During the 2023-24 finals run, Luka was receiving pain-killing injections before games, limping through series after series, and routinely leaving the court with ice or heat wrapped around nearly every joint. Then came Christmas Day 2024, when he suffered a left calf strain, the longest injury absence of his career, missing 19 games over 5 weeks. That moment may have been the tipping point. Just weeks later, the Mavericks made a stunning decision, sending Luka to the Lakers in a blockbuster trade. Soon after, rumors began to surface. The front office wasn't only concerned about his durability, they were reportedly frustrated with his habits away from the gym, his diet, the beer, the hookah. And just like that, a franchise icon was gone.
For the first quarter, the spin, the layup, banks it in, 10 straight points.
Not because Luka couldn't play, but because the Mavericks weren't sure how long he could continue playing at that level. When he arrived in Los Angeles, even though he hadn't played in over a month before the trade, something clearly felt off. He looked heavier and slower, carrying not just extra weight but the visible stress of being uprooted mid-season after spending his entire NBA life in Dallas. Moving his young family to a new city, learning a new system, and adjusting to a new locker room wasn't just a basketball challenge. It was a personal upheaval. Still, despite the chaos, Luka delivered strong individual numbers with the Lakers, averaging 28. 2 points, 8. 1 rebounds, and 7. 5 assists per game. On paper, it looked like business as usual, but beneath the surface, things weren't clicking. Team chemistry felt uneven, energy came and went, and Luka's production didn't translate into wins when it mattered most. The Lakers' season ended in shocking fashion with a 5-game first-round exit against the Minnesota Timberwolves. A younger, faster, more athletic team overwhelmed them, and for the first time, Luka couldn't bridge the gap with brilliance alone. His limited mobility on defense and visible fatigue late in games stood out under the playoff spotlight. Luka has always been an elite athlete in terms of skill and feel for the game, even if he never fit the physical prototype of a sculpted superstar. That never stopped him from dominating before, but this time, it mattered. For years, critics questioned his conditioning, but until now, his resume protected him. That changed in 2024. The calf strain that sidelined him for 19 games, followed by the trade and the Lakers' playoff collapse, stripped away the benefit of the doubt. For the first time, it felt like Luka's body was betraying his talent. The criticism came fast and loud. He was called out for being out of shape, for playing inconsistent defense, and for not holding himself to the physical standard expected of a franchise player. Luka heard all of it, but instead of retreating or making excuses, he chose to respond the only way that mattered, by getting to work. According to his manager, just one day after the Lakers' playoff elimination, Luka made his intentions clear. He didn't want a break, a vacation, or an escape. He wanted to train. That off-season became a turning point. For the first time in years, Luka had 4 full months to reset, recover, and rebuild, and he didn't waste them. This time, he wasn't doing it alone. Luka assembled what he now calls Team Luka, a small group of specialists focused entirely on his physical transformation. Strength, conditioning, nutrition, recovery. Every detail was scrutinized with one goal in mind: building a body that could support his talent over the long haul. Early signs were impossible to miss. Off-season photos showed a noticeably slimmer Luka, and then came the moment that turned heads across the basketball world. His appearance on the cover of Men's Health, looking in the best shape of his life. This wasn't clever lighting or flattering angles. According to those around him, Luka completely revamped his diet, cut out bad habits, and reshaped his training to prioritize endurance, mobility, and lean muscle. The work was deliberate. For the first month, Luka didn't even touch a basketball. His trainers wanted him to fully recover from years of non-stop mileage before rebuilding from the ground up. Instead, he played paddle and pickleball, sports that challenged different muscle groups while keeping his competitive edge sharp. Once the foundation was set, the grind began. His workouts became non-stop circuits pairing on-court drills with upper and lower body exercises, high intensity with minimal rest. The focus wasn't raw speed, but the mechanics that make Luka lethal. His ability to decelerate, stop on a dime, and create space. Resistance band drills forced his ankles, calves, and quads to stabilize under constant imbalance, building strength in motion and protecting his body through the chaos of a full NBA season. Conditioning followed. Hurdle sprints on the track, tight interval runs, then back to the court for repetition shooting. Catch, dribble, pull up, over and over, testing the new version of himself in real time. Each day began with a 90-minute morning session blending lifting, agility, and shooting, followed by a second workout that always ended the same way. Luka alone on the court, getting shots up. This time, though, it wasn't just about skill. It was about the foundation beneath it: stamina, recovery, and durability. His diet changed just as dramatically. Since June, Luka has followed a strict intermittent fasting plan, going 16 hours without calories and training before his first meal. When he eats, it's all protein, around 250 grams per day, along with clean, gluten-free, low-sugar meals and carefully controlled shakes. No junk, no shortcuts. The result is a leaner, stronger body that can finally keep up with his game. But motivation played a huge role, too. Being traded, partly due to concerns about conditioning, was a wake-up call. While those close to Luka say this transformation was inevitable, to everyone else it looks like a direct response to being cast out of the city he expected to represent for his entire career. The fire is obvious now. He's leaner, more explosive, and locked in. This doesn't feel like a routine change. It feels personal. Luka was already nearly unstoppable. Now, he might be inevitable. Even last season, while far from peak physical form, he averaged 28, 2 points, 8, 1 rebounds, and 7, 5 assists and remained a top 5 player. With improved conditioning, better stamina, and renewed athleticism, his defense should naturally rise as well. The league is already noticing. He's climbed to third on the 2026 MVP odds board, just behind Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. If he stays healthy, that gap may close quickly. Whatever you thought of Luka Doncic before, this version looks like the final form. The NBA thought they had him figured out. They were wrong. And what comes next could be a problem for everyone else. Eurobasket will offer an early preview, and if this carries into October, the rest of the league might be in serious trouble. So what do you think? Does Luka take over the league this season, or does the hype fall flat? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're just getting started.